You are listening to Namibia's best radio station. Informanté Radio.
First and foremost, I want to thank everybody out there.
Please don't give a political speech. This is not the platform.
This is The Morning Mix on Informanté Radio.
My favorite show.
Talking about one person, Maria. One person that you know. But you don't know every therapist.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, I'm not everybody's professional, but I mean...
Exactly.
But
so you stop defending her. We're not talking about her now.
I'm not talking about her also.
I'm talking about my
her.
cousin therapist who tells people stories.
Lend an ear and join us every morning.
All the time.
I listen all day, every day. I don't know, I'm just addicted to it.
But Maria, I'm also most family of yours. This is family nie.
Jy het gister vir ons gesê ons is
Dis 'n
broers.
kwanyama.
Hallo.
Hoe sê sy vir ons ons is nie
Thank
familie
you.
nie. Very good.
Yeah.
No,
We will-
I've said your family zone.
Nee.
You just said we are not family. You are a
No,
kwanyama.
it's my brother.
The Morning Mix.
Starting your day with a bang. You are listening to Namibia's best radio station. Informanté Radio. As you journey through life towards your retirement goal, build your wealth with Elite Save. Earn 8.5% compound interest on your investment term while choosing when and how you receive your interest returns. It's tailor-made to help you succeed. For more info, SMS Elite Save to 31844 and we will call you back. Underwritten by Trustco Life.
The views and opinions expressed on the radio program by the guests, advertisers, news bulletins, call-in listeners or chatters are solely the views and opinions of the source who express them. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions and the views of Trustco Group International, the broadcast regulators in Namibia, or that of the Informanté radio station.
This is Informanté Radio, the sound for a new age.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9, Monday to Fridays.
The Morning Mix.
Microphone assassin, it's a funeral. Be my control, be my control for. Be my control, dear maker. I'm out in the canvas, it's a general. Microphone assassin, it's a funeral. Be my control, be my control for. Be my control. Microphone assassin, it's a funeral. Be my control fall. Be my control, I dear maker. I'm out in the canvas, it's a general. Microphone assassin, it's a funeral. Be my control.
It's still fresh out the kitchen. This one is Tate Gazlam with Branda Vane. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Mix on Informanté Radio. Exactly 20 minutes past 8 of the Dinsdag ochtend. I hope you guys have been having a productive week thus far. Moro Tate? Ay, wat is dit nou?
I need to behold.
Oh.
Mustard.
Are you beholding mustard dress?
Yeah, mustard. Moro Maria.
Are you getting those mulatto vibes?
Hey, mulatto. Mulatto.
Morning guys. How's the Tuesday morning?
Oh, Tuesday morning is
what's
chilled.
That's with your low energy today.
Chilled.
Gister was so full energy.
That's low energy need. That's low energy need. It's just
My Tuesdays are my Monday.
It's just
Oh yeah, no. With you, we already know Tuesday is not the day.
It is that today is the day. That's the story. Yeah.
All right, let's quickly do a COVID update. All right, I'll get to it now. 24 new cases we reported yesterday. Our total caseload stands at 13,012 cases. Still only 133 deaths and 11,201 recoveries, which leaves us with a total number of 1,678 active cases, down by about 150 or so from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that, in short, guys, is your COVID update for this morning. There isn't really much that still needs to be said. We all already know how to basically conduct ourselves in light of this pandemic.
Asseblief.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the news? No. Jelekek mos NBC goed nie.
I do watch NBC, but I didn't watch the news. But you guys, when the aircon is off, I sweat here.
Is it?
Yeah. Want ek sit onder die lig. Want die lig is warm.
Oh, so it's like a little sauna there at the back.
Yes. Okay. So, we must be considerate of one another.
Yeah.
Anywho,
so you
the
can
news.
switch it on and off. Yeah.
We're going to do that. Because I saw yesterday when I was streaming Kaufi and Tingiki, obviously then I'm that side. And I was directly underneath the aircon as well, and I could kind of see what you guys complain about in the morning.
Exactly.
So
I raak koud.
ja, I raak erg koud.
Ja, kyk hier.
Vooral
Maria kry hoendervlees.
as jy direct onder hom sit like you guys, I can understand.
Yeah.
All right.
Kyk, as hy lank aan is, and then it starts irritating my throat. That's why through the show, I'm like the whole time. Anyway, there's this big controversy. It seems I don't know if you guys have seen this video clip of Memene Tumbo, Nandi Ndaitwa.
I haven't.
Played.
Who said?
Yeah.
Let's play.
What thing is?
That's in IP.
Yeah.
We're bringing the gossip to you fresh and live.
Come from the horse's mouth. What's the volume?
What's the volume?
Never.
Huh?
When you play, put it on top of the mic like this. Yeah.
Nee, maar there's no volume here.
There's no volume on your phone.
Forward it to me and then.
Is that any volume of your phone?
Wag bietjie.
We have some technical issues.
That's it. Shh.
Top of the mic, on top of the mic. You what was saying.
Okay.
Hey. We have graduates on the streets with their degrees. That means our education system is working. Is
Yes.
that what she said?
We have graduates on the street with their degrees. It means that our education system is working.
She's not wrong. The education system is working. They've graduated.
Is it working?
No. The education.
Because they can't find jobs anymore.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Then that's a different sector.
No, it's not.
Hi, boy. It's the same thing now,
No.
We understand what she meant to say, but how she say it.
Yeah, no, it sounds funny, but what I'm trying to say is the education sector is there to educate people.
No, but
And
we're supposed to have an effective education system we're supposed to be graduating people who these companies are fighting over. Like on soek vir Meria of on soek vir Neville of on soek. Like there's no point. Then the education system
is
but the problem is not the education system.
It is.
No.
What is it then?
It's the other industries. We need to create job employment for people to get, once they graduate, get into the formal sectors.
But the jobs are there then.
No, they aren't.
Hier sit ons dan met werk en as graduates wat die jobs het hier.
But true, some of us who are lucky do sit here with jobs. There are so many graduates out there who sits without a job because employment is just not there. And I can't even think about how many people have lost their jobs this year because of the pandemic. So we even have more people on the streets now.
Yeah,
than
that's what I'm saying. The issue is not the education sector; it's the formal sector. But I can't also blame them. It's because we're not creating a conducive environment for businesses to thrive, so that they take up
more
graduates. Taking up graduates. So that's where the failure is. But there's nothing to brag. There's nothing for Netumbo and Taitwa to be bragging about, because it's a failure on government side. Clearly.
I do agree with her that the education system is doing exactly what it was designed to do.
Yeah.
That is,
graduating people.
But
what do we do with them once they've graduated? They're no use.
What are we doing with
them?
They're
no use to, they're no use to the industries or in the country if they're just graduating.
I swear, for now, that's my life's mission, is that my children get an education. Yeah, that's obviously the other challenge, is for them to secure jobs.
The employment sector, yes.
The employment sector is, that's quite a challenge.
Yeah.
And look at for instance a company like Trusco, where we don't necessarily look at what qualification you're coming with, but more important is whether you can do the job or not.
Can you do the job?
Yes.
How much drive do you have?
Yes.
How much spirit do you bring along?
Yes.
Entrepreneurial spirit. How much? Yeah.
Now, what does that say about the education system? I mean, if the education system is pushing out graduates in a lot of the fields that are available here within the company, but some of these guys, and I'm just making an example of Trusco because obviously I work here. But we would rather look at somebody who you are for sure or for certain can do the job, not necessarily the qualification, which means that the qualification at the end of the day is maybe only worth the paper it's printed on.
That's the unfortunate part. I feel like graduates don't get enough opportunity because, imagine you're coming straight out of university, you've graduated, you've got your degree, you've given 4 lives to tertiary institutions. 4 years. 4 years of tertiary. What did I say?
4 lives.
Like a cat, you only have 5 left.
You got 5 left.
At least you guys know my mind is not here today. You've given your life. Basically, you've given 4 years of your life. That's what I wanted to say to the tertiary institution. And then you start applying for jobs and everything is asking for experience.
Yeah.
10 years experience, 5 years experience. Where are you going to get the experience if nobody's giving you a chance to prove yourself?
Exactly.
In the field and sector that you graduated in. And that's, I think if you graduate and you're lucky enough to get a job, you take it, but also this is also where people get undercut. Because what happens is you get into the employment sector, you obviously are just happy to get employed. So you will take whatever peanuts they're throwing at you.
Yeah.
And then let's say you stay, work for a company for 5 years, you increase your salary, and then at the next job that you apply for, they say, give us your pay slip. Because they want to match it. So you never really grow into yourself.
That is true, yes.
Yeah.
It's election season, electioneering. It's a look at this guy is getting all starstruck.
He's doing Instagram.
Yeah. I just and that's what we wanted to do. We didn't. The worst thing that we could have done is to announce it, because we ran into a little pit stop with so many jealous delish goeters, nee. So just stand over there before you get into the shot. Yeah. So we just thought like we wanted to keep it a surprise.
A
I
little
think
secret.
for all our viewers and our listeners out there, until he arrives in the studio today.
So,
Yeah. So drum roll. Yeah. So maybe you can make the announcement. Yeah.
You know, every time I want to announce him, I want to do that thing that I can't remember on which song he was when he was doing. He's like, but I can never get the words right, so so I just mumble stuff. Yeah.
So when he comes on the stream now, he must do it.
Yeah, he must do it.
Ne?
He must actually teach us the words also.
Yeah.
So to do the introduction.
Like
Just tell the fans, like the people who's
okay, I'm sure you guys have already figured out who we have in studio this morning, but this man definitely needs no introduction. He's been making music in this country for almost all of the last 2 decades now. Now this past weekend he walked away with the coveted award of Artist of the Decade at the Namibia Annual Music Awards. I'm talking about Tate GMP, Tate 467, Tate Karandu, Mr. Gazlam. Ish, what else should what other name should we refer to him by? AKA Mr. Superstar. Moro.
Karanu kasino ashimishi upinda madira kasino kambatika farongura kumata konta kalisi komuna ndine ngondo hadizi para hadizi ko shesi para mbuda nyangana bota ngwene kasperi no magunya ko shipara.
Now imagine me trying to do that.
So how's it, guys? Morning, guys.
Moro.
Morning.
Welcome to the morning mix. It's great to have you back here.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
it's back, right?
Yeah.
It's back.
It's my home now.
It's your home.
It's the
It's your
second home, yeah.
And again, you know what, guys, and I'm not even talking to you. Okay, I'm talking to my colleagues here. You know what is so cool about this guy is that, you know what, I would call him up yesterday. They would pick up the phone, and I would ask him, Gaza, can you make it to the studio tomorrow morning? We would like to have an interview with you. Oh, nes ngami bro. That's his celebrity attitude. Talk to my manager. I don't have time now. I need to go speak to my sponsors. And what. The man said it as okay. So we appreciate that, guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Check Neville. The guy does not have skeletons in his closet. You see, other people, you let most chill up this show. You just throw things out. So men say, no,
but I wanted to throw in a stand there to say, never when I get there, please coffee, what, you know.
Yeah,
but I was like,
that celebrity
should
stuff.
I? They demand something I can see casini.
But there was a show I did with you years ago. I think it was in Karatura with Mendoza.
Yeah. Independence Arena.
Independence Arena.
Yeah.
And I remember as we were obviously putting things together, people were like, "Ooh, Yara Tibesa say Casa moet nuwe handdoeke kry and he wants mineral water. Asseblief, laat ons tog goed reg het." So
the technical rider.
Yeah, the technical rider.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's jump into the conversation this morning. Firstly, just for I guess for clarity's sake, how long have you been actively making music?
I think about 15 years. Yeah, because I think I started. Almost.
No, it's more. It must be more.
Yeah, it must be more.
When did
officially I started 2003.
Yes.
So it's about 17 years.
Yes.
17 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still remember the girl I was hitting on when the first album came out. And that was in high school.
It's always got to do with it.
I'm sure people don't know this story. Maybe even Gaza has forgotten. You know, Gaza is from the north, right?
Yeah.
And he knew my sister, Hilda. And he wasn't anybody, by the way. And we were walking, it was met Bonnie Javiers. And
Bonnie Ningani.
Yeah, but we
That's
were
my
walking.
dick whammy there.
Yeah. So we were walking, and he was telling me, man, I've got dreams of becoming an artist.
What?
Now I'm just like, oh, please.
Why
I'm
me?
talking about 18
Throw me under the
years
bus
ago.
like that. Oh my
I'm talking about, I was just like, okay, good, because nobody was making it at the time.
Yeah.
She's like, I have these dreams, I just want to do some music.
You could have been my wife now.
Imagine.
That was my
and
way of making, I have
I
potential.
spoke to my sister and I was like, please, that guy with those dreams that are probably never going to come true. But I mean, here we are 17, 18 years later.
Yeah.
Man of the moment.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And how I mean it's sort of a cliche question, but how's the journey been for you? I'm sure you've been asked this a lot of times in studios.
Actually not, but my journey, I guess it's just like anybody else's, where you have your ups and downs, they say in order for you to be great, you have to kind of survive a lot of failures. And my journey has been full of those. And I don't think a lot of people really knows because even like a few years ago, I had like some major challenges. But it's just that to be some sort of inspiration to a lot of people or a public figure, like when I wake up in the morning, I cannot really wear my problems for people to see. I still have to continue inspiring, even though I don't know how I'm going to make it tomorrow. So, yeah, my journey has been full of challenges and, little things to break a person down and even to feel like you don't want to continue anymore. Sometimes you're even in the middle of a song in the studio after a whole lot of pressures and stuff like that, and then there comes that moment of silence where you think, but why am I doing this again? Like I could be doing something else, because I feel like, and a lot of people has told me, like, it advised me to rather venture into business with them and leave the whole music industry thing, because sometimes when they're starting their businesses, they even come to me for marketing advice and stuff like that, and I give them, then they shoot off, and now they're driving nice cars, Range Rovers and whatnot, and they're thinking, you see, this could be us. I'm like, I know, but I feel like I have a responsibility here, and I'm not ready to leave that behind yet, and because my major dream really is for me to really set up GMP as an engine that can run by itself, like before I start doing other businesses. I have started or started setting myself up like a couple of years, like say 2-3 years back, and I feel like it's gonna start kicking off maybe in the next 2 years or so. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm also rushing to make sure that this engine runs by itself. So this is why I'm putting together like a team, and I'm training them also in terms of how to think forward or to be a forward thinker in terms of challenges like this, like that will come, but you have to be solution based, like this, like that kind of thing. So yeah, my journey has been long. I mean, even when it comes to even when it comes to the awards and the numbers, my experience haven't always been the best there,
Not up and down.
Even me sitting there, on Saturday, I'm like, maybe not. You know how the numbers are. Like you go there with your high hopes and you get disappointed. But on Saturday, I was sitting outside with the other artists because I was like, I finished performing. Can I go now? They're like, no, wait. We still have to announce the winners. Yeah. So where do I go? No, the other artists are upstairs there. I'm like, upstairs. Okay, let me sit outside. We're chilling with Rose Black, getting to know each other, and a whole lot of artists. So just talking with the dancers also, and then all of a sudden it's announced, and everybody's looking at me like I didn't really hear because of how they screamed. There was a TV outside.
Yes.
I didn't really hear, so I was like, okay. And then this girl from MTC or NBC, she just came, she just grabbed me. Compared to our word. So this is why when I got there, I was so confused. Like, okay, where do the winners go? They just say, stage 2, stage 2. I don't know which one is stage 2. There are 3 stages, I think. And then getting there, I'm trying to get the award, and then the guy is like, no, but you must speak first or something like that. And he gives me the mic, and I'm like waiting for a countdown, like, yeah, speak now. I was just the maker. Yeah.
It was, of course, a great way to cap off what has been a difficult year for, I'm sure, not just yourself, but for the industry. Yeah. But things seem to be, getting a little bit better. You are releasing some new music as well. Yeah. How are things looking for you at the moment? Like performance-wise and stuff like that.
Things are better, but not exactly where we would want them to be, like as a music industry. Because right now, I could be like having concerts for my fans. Like, this is really what I want to do now. Just have like free concerts for my fans, just like to show my gratitude. Like, I want to start maybe in the north, and then go to the Kavangos, Katimas, go to the south, and then, maybe eventually end up here in Windhoek, just to say thank you for the support over the years, But then, once you do that, and then 2,000, 3,000 people comes together, then it's a problem again with the COVID regulations. You understand? So,
that's true.
Right now, like, it's kind of like, we are boxed, or I feel boxed, because I probably have the biggest song in the country right now, which is Chelete, which is going to 4.7 million. I think before the end of the year, it's going to be about 5 million.
Yeah.
And most of those viewers now are not from Namibia. And countries like Zambia, Zimbabwe, they want to, you make use of our services because of that song. And the whole year has been COVID. We can't travel. We were supposed to be even at the, what is that called? The Turn Up festival in Zambia, with performing with Jamaican artists, and I was one of the highlights there.
Wow.
Nothing.
COVID.
Zimbabwe, Nati O has been doing his thing, so he invited me also to perform. Said the song is big there. That's me pa. So nothing, brah. Like, I was set up to perform in the summer. What in the UK. I have a great guy called say Alex. I met him through every year I go to London to give report to a company called African New Energy. This is one of my setups that I've been setting up over the years. So I met this great investor there called say Alex, and he's been like, yo, I love music, and now that you're from Africa, and this is what I can do for you. You understand? And COVID. This year was going to be the bomb for us. And I'm not even happy that we're in November right now, just because you go to sleep 30th of December and wake up on the 13th, on the 14th month or 13th month of 2020.
So, okay, I think what people want to know, okay, 17 years.
Yeah.
How do you stay relevant? I mean, 17 years in the industry is a
long
long
time.
It's a very long time. And 17 years later, you have now a hit that's about to hit 5 million views.
Yeah.
How do you maintain the momentum? How do you stay relevant? How do you keep reinventing yourself so that 17 years later, you're probably winning bigger awards than you did at the beginning?
Yeah.
I think the secret is not really a secret. When Neville's almost eating my gem here to say that when he says what, and then I jump, it's really to be humble, but you can't also fake being humble.
Yeah.
You see, unless and then when you are humble, it's because you are taught a lesson that you'll never forget. You see, and my lesson is simple. Like, when I was up until say 9 years old, or maybe just a little over 10, when my father was alive, he was a very wealthy man, and I was one of the rudest kids, in my neighborhood, because I had everything I want, and you could see how people would approach us, like, you know, these are rich kids, you know. And then he was gone, and then everything was taken away from us, you know. And then I didn't understand that, like, how my whole life, this is me now. All of a sudden, I can't have bread whenever I want, or I can't have that bicycle, or I can't have this suit. I remember going to Continental number 1 with my mom, and I saw this mannequin with a waistcoat and a trouser that matches, and I was like, "Mom, I want that." And she says, "No, we can't afford now." I'm like, "How?"
Yeah.
You know. So that lesson for me kind of taught me that everything can be taken away in 5 seconds or less.
Yeah.
You see. Because just now I say goodnight to my dad, and tomorrow I see people crying like, "Yo, what's going on?" You know? So I would never be comfortable. Doesn't matter what I do, whether it's music or other businesses, I would never be comfortable. And if you're not comfortable, then you learn to listen than to talk all the time. And then that is actually some kind of humbleness, but coming from within. You know, you find people that, you know, like, "Yo, Khurad man, uhanet," you know, trying to humble themselves, but you can see that it's really not from inside. And what you do back, it's all right, man, ferahu, you know, like you get them, you meet them halfway, you know, but that doesn't last. So the secret really is just to stay on the edge. Like, you never know when it's going to be taken away from me. Any moment it can go. And once you have that mentality, you want to do the best all the time. And then when you know, I have how many albums? 12.
Starting from
12. Yeah, 12 albums.
12 studio albums.
Yeah.
So
you skipped a couple of years in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every time I make an album, I try to be better than the album that people say is the best.
Yeah.
You see, but at the same time also I try to be myself with the music and with the growth, and I hope that I create something that people accept. Yeah, so always challenging myself.
You know, for us, the older generation, we are stuck in a time warp when it comes to your old songs. Because if you get on stage and you do your old stuff, that is just who we are. Kick it! It's my life. Kick it! And Meibuta, and we just do the old stuff, and yeah, your new song was just released recently.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna become, you know, the K December anthem in Namibia, Brandevein.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind the song Brandevein?
The inspiration there was basically just my Buddha point 2. Yeah. So like my colored community and bastard community is like, "Yo, you didn't shoot the video. What now?" It's vegele. Now the one time, my friend Bombadine invited me to his place. That time I was staying in West Lane, and then you know, Bombadine, we have some colored Buddhas in common. So my colored Buddhas were also there. So me, I was like, "Where's the gin?" And it's like, "What gin?" He's always drank Brandevein. Alom ate in a 2-liter Coke. I say, "What is this?" To say me Anna Buddha, come and for your dop. If I told you can that beer mug.
Oh, the beer mug.
Yeah, a so clump is in. Now why so that Brandevein so that why Coke poor. To project that thing. I say, yo, that's it. So not for sales to person under the age of 18.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, and then when I was doing now, when I went in studio to say, "Look, I want to do a song for my colored community." So, you know, you have to think of what they really, really like.
Yeah.
So that they can, you know, connect with you. So the previous song was "May Buta." They say, "Who's it? Majes May Buta." So just like now in the streets, it's like when somebody says "outie bro," you know that he means that you are more than a brother. You know.
Yeah.
So that was my Buta then. But now who know? I was still who.
Ja.
Brandewijn.
Brandewijn.
Wat is beter als een brandewijn? Nog een brandewijn.
Interesting. All right, 12 albums. It must be difficult for you to sort of pick any one project or any one track that really spoke to you. Because I remember the other day I was trying to compile a Gaza top 10 for somebody. And net alles weer. This guy has too many hits. So like, what is the most memorable project that you worked on, like over the past 17 years, over the past 12 albums? Which song or which project as a whole sticks out?
I can't really say because the energy is almost the same, and with every project, sometimes a bit sad. Like I think there was which album leaked just when I came from Joburg. I think I forgot my laptop.
Wasn't it Stop Lap?
No. I forgot my laptop in the plane, and then going back there, apparently it's gone. The cleaners already there. The next thing I see...
Still the King?
No. It was way after that.
Cosa Nostra?
Cosa Nostra.
No.
The double album with Mokasi?
No, it was way after that. It was now maybe like I think the album before Blood, Sweat and Tears.
Oh, okay.
So, and Twitter was having a field.
I remember.
The album is leaking like Tura tapes. So that was a bit difficult because then I was forced to go in studio to change a few songs and just to remaster some of the songs and then really do away with some of the songs. Just so that when the album was released, it sounds different from the one that leaked. You see, so I've had challenges like that, So I can't really say. Besides that, all the albums, like for me, they are like my babies, man. Like, and every one of them is created differently, and it's a different experience, but it's also a beautiful experience.
Ongila was leaked.
Ongila, yes.
Yeah.
So the emotional attachment to each and every song that I make, this is why, like, even now, if I show you a video after this interview of guys selecting my album now, everybody was fighting with everyone. And then I had to sit in the corner, but I made the songs. You see, because if I say something, it's not going to be fair. So now they're going to do it again, calling different DJs and different people who have experience in music to come and choose the best 13 songs out of 23. You see, but for me, it's like, no, I must stay out because I'm emotionally attached to each and every one of the songs. But it's true because I don't know how I create the songs or from what background the songs are coming from. Some songs might not be a hit, but it's very, very maybe close to my heart, or maybe it touches something from within, So, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna stay out. It's gonna be commercial, not emotionally attached album. People wanna sell.
He's actually lucky that it was only music that was found on that laptop. and not other videos. Like say Manette.
That's what you were thinking this whole time.
It's the whole time.
You had both. I have no skeletons.
That's the whole thing that he's talking here. My music, I have to rework. The only thing I'm thinking here, what if Gaza made some videos?
I'm going to put on shades for this one because he's throwing shades.
I'll tell you, man. Joshua Hadula Gazlam is saying, Gaza, mark a song for 064 Katima Airways. You know what Katima Airways is? Katima Airways is apparently those guys that fly around with their brooms at night. It's not my handwriting. It's not my handwriting. I'm just translating. All right, let's read some comments. Andy T. Malume Gaza on Nijo Woken Dolam. Congratulations for the big win. Well deserved.
If you are called Malume, you've made it.
Rob Yeres, how did we just drop the education topic like that?
Yeah.
Can Gaza add to that topic? Hey, Roll Lineman.
Hey, cheap man.
Yeah. Ask about
Ask about what his relationship with Fiti and the Swapo 2.5 mil. What's that? Jello van Dinge.
Another hater.
Yeah.
They can make your journey difficult. Man, just skip them.
Yeah, the way this crew switch topics from employment, education, straight to music and biography. I say, that's how it does. Guys have been lifting weights.
No.
You've been hitting the gym?
No.
You look much more slender than the last time you were here even. It's COVID.
No. COVID is supposed to make you eat more because you're just at home.
Yeah.
You know, during these COVID times, I even started cooking and what.
Yeah.
My kitchen name is Chef G. Chef G. And this is why I came here the last time like that. But I've just been eating healthy. I want to hit the gym though soon.
Somebody says, tell Gaza his live video on Instagram has no sound.
Oh, it's because the phone is sitting like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that video. Watch this one.
Yeah.
Yes, like it.
Ooh, this is interesting. Comments. As julle twee eers so begin stare op die phone, then we are all going to be, you know.
No. We're just checking so we can help you.
You just read your comments.
Estomi Schmester is saying, I am the dog fan because my Norwegian friend traveled there and mentioned the dog few years ago. I checked him out. Thanks to Cubase for playing Chelete, very addictive song. The Norwegian teens are dancing to it. I found another cool song called Pendu Katso. Gaza has talent for sure.
Talking about that, Gaza, I must tell you, because that's the Cosa Nostra album.
Yeah.
That song with Mendoza,
Yeah.
it's definitely one of my it's one of my favorite songs. Because the lyrics that you do, the Xhosa Zulu that Sisutu that the late Mendoza is doing, your voices are so in sync. Those growling style of lyrics that you guys, that real tsotsi.
And even I even made him sing in Oshwambo.
Penduka, Hewena, Penduka.
That's dope, yeah.
No, I love that song.
That song was produced by Capro.
Oh, by Capro.
Yeah, we're actually doing the beat together. I was giving him direction to say, look, this is gonna have to be quite, you know, hardcore. I know how Mendoza is. And then as he's making the beat, I'm already.
What was it like working with him?
Capro.
No. With
Mendoza.
With Mendoza.
He's easy, man. Like we communicated before, and when he came in the studio, obviously he's a legend, so we have to give respect. But he was very easy. If it wasn't easy, then he wouldn't say okay. Because when I saw that he was, you know, kind of like taking time with it, then I suggested, can't you say this in my language?
Is it?
Like, yeah. Okay, write it down. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't easy, then he wouldn't accept that because you know when artists think that they are all that, they like to be in their corner and not to be corrected. But the funny part is that is Capro and the Street Kids that time. When Capro was doing the beat and I did the chorus, I was so excited that immediately after I just did my verse, my 16 bars, and they're like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Because you're going against Mendoza here." I'm like, guys, you know, let me just do what feels good. You know, if Mendoza is gonna come with something else and he kills, and then it's just gonna be a better song. Yeah. But this is what I feel right now. But it resonates to the people up until today. So that's the beauty of music.
Speaking of, you know, people you've worked with in studio, the one guy that I have always sort of felt brought the best, you brought the best out of each other, was Black Sheep. Whenever the two of you are on a song together,
it's a nightmare, man.
The lyrics are just on another level.
The love-hate relationship.
Can you see my face when you just mentioned his name? That guy makes my life difficult.
It's like these guys are like rewriting verses. It's like no, I need to step up mine. What is it like being in studio with?
Even now we have an album coming out together. But creating that album is such a challenge, man. you know, and he because but he takes advantage because he writes and I don't write. So if I go first on the song, he will go and do research, Wikipedia, dictionary, what, everything, YouTube.
Yes.
Everything, then he comes with his 16 and he says, I get you. Before he even lays down one voice, he says, I get you. So it's actually great because even though I don't write music, like he makes me make sure that whatever it is that I have to deliver, it's going to be on par with whatever he has to deliver. But, because he's really talented in his way of making music, and I say maybe within my whole career he's the one that really challenges me, because he's also an intellectual, and whatever he says, sometimes you have to maybe study his verse to understand what he's really saying. But we are together, so we understand it right there and then. So I feel the punches, man. I feel the punches.
Wow.
There's somebody here, Yolanda, she's asking, when is Gaza having a throwback show with all the old hits like Piki Piki, Kiki, Tala Tala, Coco, especially now after winning Artist of the Decade, a whole tour, even after COVID?
Yeah, I can guess she's not Ama 2000.
No.
She's falling under Neville's.
Funny enough, I think she is actually Ama 2000.
Are you sure?
Yolande McLeod, I think I've seen her on Twitter. She's a young one.
Wow, maybe then there's something with the oldest.
Yeah, I mean,
look,
old spirit.
They heard the music from us most now.
Yeah.
Big brother playing it in the house the whole time. So.
Yeah, but that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Or what I can do is actually maybe do a tour album by album.
But that's going to be difficult. I mean, from 12 songs, from 12 albums, how do you pick what to perform and what not?
Maybe the earlier albums.
The earlier albums.
Like, look, the earlier albums, right? Each one has like at least 3-4 songs that everyone wants to hear.
Yes.
So, how do you pick? For instance, imagine that Stop Lab had Kick It, it had Commercial, it had Summer Song, it had what was the hip hop song?
Odinji.
Yeah, Odinji. Like
it had Balabali Nambaya Kola.
Exactly. And then you move on to the next album, it's like 4 or 5 songs again. Next album, 4 or 5 songs again. So
and imagine
I don't think it's going to be easy.
And it needs to be done.
I remember in 2000, there was this one day you came to my house.
Yeah.
Way back in 2006, 2007.
Look at Neville name dropping.
Yeah, it's most now name dropping. I can't forget. So my son, he's 15 years old. He plays, you know him, he plays for SKV.
Yeah.
Keeps on beating you guys up there. So at the time when he was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
This boy was addicted to Turimokasi. So every time, so I would show him, so ever since that, he's like 3 years old. If I stop playing that song, Gaza is groot bakleer. So he would, in his diapers, come Kasi.
I think you even sent me some videos.
Yes. So
that's good. He does sort of cross over. Even the young and the old are both fans. I remember the one time my son also called him from a friend's phone. I think like he was playing games on a friend of mine's phone, and then he saw the name Gaza in the and then he just dialed. And so I think he picks up and then he sees there's nobody talking, so he calls back. It's like, and then the girl picks up, is like, no, this boy was playing with my phone. Oh, he probably saw. And then he gives him the phone and they talk. I don't even know what they talk about.
Is it?
Yeah, I was like, that's so cool, man. And it's once again that thing of just being humble that you were talking about earlier on. And Yeah.
And it's exactly what Yolanda, by the way, she confirmed that she's AMA 2000. She says she's from Keetmans. But Lupi also concurs. He says, even the AMA 2000 know all your albums, guys. We put them on.
AMA 2000, the new age. Otapenunina to the new page. I stay calm or image. And now they are paying me homage.
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 Right. I like Gangster, man. Ish, that's Makwa van Makwa. Gazlam Zula to Survive.
Oh, yes.
Tronic and Swiss Stars Dancers.
I remember those days. That video was just shot behind NBC there. As it was no Makuma, set design, what.
Yeah. Oh. But like it's amazing to see sort of the transformation you have undergone as an artist since the release of the first album. It's insane. Like, I mean, you initially were sort of a more dance hall than anything else.
That's why at the time now. Oh, that was my favorite.
Still am.
Now we want a full dance hall album. When is it coming?
It's coming.
Is it coming?
Yeah, with Betu.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have asked. Now I have too many questions.
Gus, I always wanted to ask you, the song that you and the dog did with the founding father.
Yeah, Shidolodo.
Yeah. So were you guys all in the studio?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm allied to a swap almost.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was called.
No,
Yeah?
we were all in the studio, even
Tate Poamba.
with Tate Poamba, yeah.
Yes.
I'm here with my favorite outie, Gaza,
You see,
the founding father.
but my experience there is that, because I'm so passionate about the music, and I didn't want it for him to be like, politics.
Yeah.
So I was like, can you say this? And I write it down. And then obviously the bodyguards are like, yeah. and then he said, no, leave the boy.
Let him come.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I went with him now to the booth, and he said, I'm here with Gaza, my favorite outie.
Yeah.
I said, what does outie mean? I said, no, it's a new slang for my friend.
Yeah.
So that it's a bit friendlier for the youth to listen to.
Yeah.
He says, oh, okay. Then he says, my favorite outie, and it was raps.
Wow.
That's nice.
Wow.
That was
we're still close, though.
Typical Pohamba.
Up to today.
I'm very happy to be here.
And we don't have people from South Africa.
Yeah.
Building houses for us. With one door, because if the fire comes from this side, these people will die.
All right, let's give some attention to our comment section. Roviera, Gaza, if you are going to do your TBT tour, I think throwback tour, bring in the boys you started with, your dancers, like Doug Bones and them.
Yeah.
Like the street kids, yeah. Hey, those guys, their energy. I remember the one night we were doing a show at Hoogland High, and street kids came on stage, and by that time, Jiken as Baram, it's like the show is at the climax.
Yeah.
And I come down at water up the stage, and I'm standing there, the DJ. I'm like, the equipment, Zox, who's it? And Zox looks at me, it's like, hey, me bro, as that one so as I listen for Gaza, I see me. Just let the fire burn out, and then that, but like that GMP energy, it was always something crazy.
No, it was.
Those guys are all grown now. Stop it. I'm still close, like with Bones a bit, but Chakalaka. Yeah, every now and then he even comes to my house. Dixa, we just meet in the streets there, but even for the Millie concert, we invited them, and then it's a thing of this one wants how much, this one is okay with what we are offering, this one says, so it's gonna be kind of tough to bring them together, but we always trying, because I mean, united we stand and divided we fall.
Yeah. My son is so crazy about that Chelete song. He wants to meet you, Gaza. That says that's Shora Kawenji. Gaza, why are you not featuring in Namibian local Tsotsi movies? you will burn down all TV screens indeed. Those are Nostra vibes.
Maybe
Suits
something
you
to
well.
consider.
Yeah, it definitely is, and we have been. If you see the past couple of weeks, we've been in the north, shooting some more music videos, and then we directed this one in Oshakati, whereby we actually invited the original churches, your Fanika to Rumbre, Makondo, Memories, Makondo and Mamba there. Macleva, Friday, all the churches. Level is like looking at me like, who are those names? So we shot this music video. It's a new song called Stupid. It's a song. My opening lines like Moshakati ya mudi okatana kaposi odoro pae chochi epumumu olongoshi iarili okafitukutika nangaraki sila ole tati kucha kinaman ole tati ola pinaman my bro kala pansi sit down let me show you how it really goes down ino konga omanyami nyami manga modoro pa ino fina na ukale mo nai so that's more describing like Oshakati and even those guys when they are talking it's like
I wish you understood.
Like
but I get it.
if you are coming in Oshakati ngoto amo Oshakati me bro no kana register doki anga mo kale mo me bro se mo triki not pa no like if you don't register you're going to find yourself in the air because we are not scared of jail mo join that's now Oshakati language like so the whole song is like to embrace that culture also. So I invited all the churches and it was like a movie. It's impossible to speak like that.
You must grow up in Oshakati West.
I grew up in Oshakati West,
Yeah, it's where all the guys are. Yeah, it's amongst the guys.
That's the factory of churches.
Cosa nostra la familia je vergit.
Cheese boys.
So looking back at those visuals, like they're just telling us, yo guys, just shoot a movie.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. I'll show you some of the clips.
I mean, you don't even have to record a soundtrack. You have a song for every moment you want in the movie, like from your past 12 albums. Castro Paul is saying commercial slaps hard when you are driving around town. Ondabona omkolo kadino kanona.
Telefona.
I remember like the first time I met this guy, right? I was at UNAM, I think in my second year or something. Those leisure center performance things, so Gaza is supposed to perform, and we went down to the gate. I think I was with Tafanji at the time, I can't remember. But then walking back to the leisure center, he drives in Mosna, and then he stops. He's like, oh, UNAM Radio so owns. Then obviously him and Tafanji already knew each other. Keeps us a ride. It's like, hey guys, there's this new song I want you guys to listen to. And it was Summer Song. That time, it had not been dropped yet. I think you were driving the Supra, or what was that?
It was a Honda Prelude.
Yes. I feel like I clap hard on the car. Woo! I felt like a superstar. Nobody has heard this song yet. Because Alright, how was it working with Tate Buti and the dog on Itodulu? Are we going to see more of this, or was it just a once-off thing?
Tate Buti has been wanting to do a song with me for the longest time. But first it was the differences between the record labels when he was under Malaiti. For the longest time we were supposed to have done already a song with PDK, but the record labels didn't communicate like the combos. So now, PDK, they are free now, that the Buti is now free. And then he approached me, and for me it's always like, what's the song like? Then he sent me that beat, and I was like, okay, now we're on here. Now we're on the money. Now we're talking. Now you're speaking my language. Because I'm not about that Suku's life, like no. Yeah, so being in the studio, I think Dog has already done his part, so it was just me and Tate Buti. So I went in the studio, and then I went to record my part. Tate Buti was there, and I was just just doing my thing, freestyling, and just looking at him, Kocha, is this okay? Is this okay? So halfway there in my verse, he had to go. And then when he came back, he heard the song and he just called me up and said, "Bro, I thank him, man.
Wamana.
Yeah, Wamana, man.
Topindi
Toman. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. And actually that day, because I did that verse so fast, because it was just a 16, and then just overlaying on the hook and stuff like that. After that, me and Glow did another song called Knees, Knees, Knees. Girl, hold off your knees, 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 knees. Look over your shoulders, nah, 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 nah. Wiggle it for me, 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 me. I like it, but don't break your back. Girls, them a call me Shabba. When I come through, I ting-a-ling-a-ling. He come the Gaza with the near the street day. Mr. Lava Lava. Bedroom bully specialized undercovers. No selfies cost me no trust phone. Touch me there and watch me transform.
Check.
Never say what
Liva Hiskia is saying. Liva Hiskia is saying, Gaza was still manetjie by Ashipena. Hy kan nie eens 'n vlieg doodgemaak het nie. As hy skool uitgaan, was hy die eerste ene weg. Kom.
It looks like
like, why are you guys bringing up my school days now again? Huh?
No, I was never at Ashipena.
Oh,
that's why.
Liva Hiskia, come explain yourself.
Okay, actually now
So
that
you were never at Ashipena?
No.
Oh,
okay, now that you took it a little bit away from music, I want to just bring it a little bit to family home. We're seeing now you're doing videos with your son on what do you have a name for them? Just like sessions that you have.
Yeah, AJ Garland.
All right. AJ gotta learn. Yes, tell us a little bit. What inspired that? Because I'm seeing that they're trending now. There seems to be life lessons there. That's
for me, it's like if I look back and to my father's life, for instance, what did he leave me? Nothing. And these guys are going to be trust fund babies. And besides that, things can always change. Doesn't matter how much money you have, life can always change. So these videos, I feel like they're gonna be there even long after I'm gone.
True.
And they can always refer back and say, man, in this situation, Dad said this, this and that,
AJ is the younger one or the older one?
The older one.
The older one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The younger one is there sometimes, but that one is naughty and is arrogant. Yeah, like he will just tell this man, it's not my type of thing. I don't want to do that. And then he goes like, I got my rights. I know. Like yo.
It's new generation. I'm a 2000.
Dad, it's a bird, not a bed.
Are you gonna do?
I'm like, shut up! I'm paying your school.
It is whatever I say it is. Are you planning on putting him on another song? What was it? Yeah, it was 6 hours. What was the song now?
Yeah, it's been on 2 songs so far.
Yeah.
And a lot of my interludes. So AJ kind of grew up with in a studio environment because. When the mother was studying in was it Norway? Yeah, I think Norway. I stayed with AJ when he was a toddler, like changing nappies, cooking for him, and then dropping him to crash and going to pick him up. So sometimes after that, maybe I'm in studio the whole day, so I pick him up from crash straight back to studio. So he's got that overall experience. And sometimes even when I'm in studio at home, he would a song like My Love or which other song. He's pressing those keys, and when you're creatively stuck, and then the key comes and it just opens up everything. Yeah, he played some of those keys.
What did you press there? That sounds nice.
Like, do it again. And then we go there, and then the whole song is born. So that's AJ. But Louis is really a definition of I'm a 2000 kids. Yeah, like he just doesn't give a he's just his own person. If he likes it, he likes it. Even when it comes to food, he's like, no, I don't want to eat that. He doesn't eat smileys. He doesn't eat a lot of other Shuambo things. You see, even though
City boy.
Even though I take him to the village, and everything that he will choose, he likes oshikundu,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
So he won't eat the oshikundu, mahango pap, and milk, and he doesn't even eat meat. He only started eating meat now.
What? How is it?
He didn't eat. You see, when I cook at home, he didn't eat my fish. Apparently, he only eats fish from Ocean Basket.
It's a real
Yeah.
Abba 2000.
No, there was a time
We have the same problems.
we
here.
have a song with Black Sheep, and we just needed kids to say, "I touch my hips, my shoulders, and turn around." So AJ and his little cousin came through, and I was like, "Louis, come." He says, "No, I'm not that type of guy." And he's there to watch them do that, but he's
How
not
old
gonna.
is he?
He's 9 now.
9.
He turned 9 on
All
the
right.
4th of October.
So AJ, do you think he's gonna go into music as well?
AJ is already a producer.
Oh wow.
It's already playing with
But
stuff.
but he's obviously producing hip hop only. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
these kids want.
Bruh, and songs like what's that little wool. He it's because of AJ that I got into those songs. Yeah, I'm gonna get lazy. And I'm saying like, these kids actually are rhyming,
Yeah.
But on an ordinary day, I will never just decide I'm gonna listen to this music. Every time I take them to school, they connect their phone in my car and they say, I'm gonna lay until the song caught on to me.
That's cool.
So he's just hip hop. He's a producer. Obviously, Naka is forcing himself. Like, this guy's beats are good enough, and I'm like, no, Naka, don't force the guy.
Yeah.
Let him feel like he's ready,
So it's
Yeah.
All right.
The comments, Nick.
I'm going to take you somewhere. I mean, it's something that we hardly speak about, and it's still sort of a bit difficult for many of us to deal with.
Yeah.
How was it like working with the late Roger and Eclipse?
Yeah. Man, that's a dark moment in my life and in my career. You see, Eclipse, we didn't really work together on a daily basis. He's the kind of guy that like, yo, I made a beat, I know that you're gonna kill this one. And he also is a kind of producer that understood me in such a way that he doesn't categorize me, which are, I'm gonna make you a hard quite a bit. Whether it's hip hop, whether it's what he say, bruh, I know you're gonna kill this one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Eclipse, how? But I'm not hip hop. You can do it, bruh. There's this element in the beat that tells you to do this kind of thing. And then he brought the best out of me like that, But with Eclipse, we did songs like from hip hop to summer jams to feel good songs. Yeah, and even I think that the day that we went to Rundu, Eclipse was not supposed to go. Yeah. And then Bethold said he couldn't go, so Roger decided, man, let me just call Eclipse to replace Bethold. You see, so it's really hard for me to talk about, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, but with Roger, it was a kind of the thing started like, yo, G, I'm also going into the music now, man. He was a qualified accountant. So I want to do music now also, man. Okay, cool. We were friends, but we were acquaintances, but not friends. So the one day he came to me with his first song that they shot the video with Mari them, and Mari was snitching on some girl to Roger. So until today, I call Mari Snitch because of that. Because of that video. So he came to show me that song, and that song was the better off in the album. The rest is like, yo, you know what? That's when I listened to it and I said, you know what? To be honest with you, you need vocal training. And once you have done that, do some more, record some more material and come back to me and I'll see. And then he went to Bethold, and it was vocal training after session after session, session after session, and then recorded some songs from his last album. And then I was like, wow, is this you? The way he's hitting the notes, I'm like, is this you? I said, okay, now you're ready. Now we can work.
Yeah.
See? So that's when we went now to studio and we did songs like Here I Am and stuff like that, just to complement the album and all that. And then now we signed a distribution deal. And then from there, I think he's a fast learner in terms of he sees how I do things and he does the same things for himself. You see, he doesn't wait until, to be spoon-fed. So that was very attractive to me because I feel like I have signed someone that understands how the music industry works. Like, he doesn't give me stress.
No.
You understand? So
Understands
like,
the business.
You find some artists like there's a show tomorrow, you must still go drag them out of bed, and when you're dragging them, oh, my other shoes is still there. It's like it's not his career. It's like he's not even really interested. He's got the talent, but he's no passion.
You need to push him the whole time.
But Roger, I don't know how he did it, like work, and then this passion for music. Even within the traveling, he always made a plan like, okay, ons gaan Vrydag nee. Okay, by die job ek sal so maak. So I leave Vicky and set over to. So from working on that album, in the process we just became best friends. And then it's like my day without Roger is not a day. You see, we have to speak every day, we have to see each other every day. Me, I'll do my thing, and I know 5 o'clock, he will come and we meet somewhere, and then we take the night away. So we have done a lot of things together. When I went to the Channel O's, he would fly there. When I went to perform at Big Brother, he would fly there just to be with me. So he was kind of like my support system. And having to deal without that, it's kind of different. But I have the little brother Penda to fill the void. Penda really had to fill that void very well because, yes, of course, we have our moments where we talk about that, especially when it comes to the 25th of October. Like, it's not an easy day for all of us.
25th of October.
Yeah.
You were supposed to be on that bus, right?
No, it was not a bus. It was my other car, the Golf.
Oh, it was. Okay. Oh, you were supposed to be in it. Oh, it was the. Because somebody's asking here, why did you get off? Or say, were you not?
You see, when the accidents happened, there was a lot of rumors basically going around. Some people, not necessarily with the right information, putting out stuff. So that's why you get questions like that. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was my Golf, and that day we drove from Rundu. There was 3 cars. Love was also there with his City Golf, and then he drove from Grootfontein to go to Tsumeb because he stays in Tsumeb.
Yeah.
And then in Grootfontein, I bought food for our car, and I gave Roger my car to buy food for their car. Bought food and some energy drinks, and then because they went first before us, so I said, guys, okay, from here, from Grootfontein, because it's still dark, it was early in the morning, because we're supposed to have another show here at the swimming pool.
In Benduk.
Yeah. I said, from here on, let me be in the front, because there's a lot of animals here, and I have xenon lights, because I was driving the BMW then. So I was in the front, they were following me like this the whole time. And then just 10 kilos before Chivarongo, I said, guys, I'm kind of tired, so guys, find me at the service station of Chivarongo, because we don't have petrol. He's got the card. So they say, okay, cool, sharp. I drove, because I'm expecting them like 3 minutes, they are here, you know. So I drove fast to be at the service station. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Later on, I'm seeing ambulance going there, police going there, but I'm like, no, it can't be.
It's not them.
It's 10 minutes behind.
Until I got a call from DJ, struggling to breathe. And he says, "Oh, we had an accident." I say, "How?"
You were just behind me now.
And then I call him again. Then he's not picking up. Then I call him again. Then we jump in the car, go to the scene. It was a mess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not close the show on such a somber note.
No. You know what, Gaza? Sometimes it's therapy.
Yes.
to speak about stuff
Yes,
like that.
of course.
And then as difficult as it is, I lost one of my best friends on that same road, that specific road, that Otavi road, on the way to Ochivarongo. I remember years ago, and it was always difficult for me to speak about it, but speaking about it on air, etc., it really helped me. I still remember this day when, right there at Tatekuru's service station, truck in front of them, the truck indicated. They think the truck is indicating that they need to pass. The truck is indicating that it turns into Tatekuru's service station. So they came with a speed of 180. The truck makes a turn and they right into it. So I've been speaking about it for many, many years, and speaking about it, you know what? That has helped me to get over stuff like that. So, and I think it's good that you.
Yeah, it's that and two other deaths that haunt me. Like when I was a kid, like one of my neighbor kids got ran over by a car, and I was going to the shops, and we were the first on the scene. So we had to come back and tell the neighbor. That stuff still haunts me. The second one is our friend called. His name is Ndapanda. You see, in Oshakati, there was this guy, our superhero then in Oshakati, his name was Fiji. And then he taught us basically the streets. And we used to, go in Europa. Europa is just like, you wear your tight under, you go in the shop and you shoplift. Europa. So when we do Europa, we used to come to Fiji and we collect everything that we have robbed during the day, and then he will sell, and then he will divide the money within us, and that was love, So one time it was called wholesalers, where Coca-Cola is now. That was the wholesalers, and that was the first paper. The first paper was that side. So the one day, that time it was like colonial times, bro, and so and Bureti. One Hafati, So we went there, and then we're in the. The thing is that we are kids. We don't know that we are suspicious the moment we enter. You see, because we're a bunch of like 3-4 boys. We are dirty. We don't even have shoes.
You can't afford anything in here.
So what we normally do is that. This one is in the middle, and then if the panda says, I'm going to go get the ball. So we come there, we camouflage. We're looking here, then while he's taking the ball, and then he put. Now, okay, the thing is that also we didn't chill a bit or whatever. The moment he's got the ball,
that chip on.
So as we're walking out of the wholesaler, it was called wholesalers then, Oshakati wholesalers. As we're walking out of the wholesalers.
Stop your letter.
Hey! Stop yelling at us. Mos net daai kucha. Next was loop net. Ons loop net. Ons moet niks gaan maak nie.
Met wie praat jy? Jy praat nie met ons.
Hey! Oh, then the panda start running.
He's got the ball.
Yeah, he's got the ball. And we are like, we have nothing. It's me, Kennedy, and Kiddy. We have nothing. So it's just like, let's just walk. We are walking this boot come alcohol. Descend ons, and he shoots the first one. If looks like so something as Tofiki so gesien op die grond. En tweede een lyk na panda net gaan trip en val. Na panda staan nie weer op nie. That's it. And then people come together. We're over in the panda, and then Fiji comes, and Fiji was my hero that time. And it dries also when the panda and I felt like the panda's stomach, I've never seen it so loose. That's all I can remember from that incident. Like when he's doing this, like the stomach is loose, and then I saw Fiji cry for the first time. That was kind of life-changing for me, because from that day on, I never really stole, and everything changed. And it's not like Fiji would ask us, why are we not going today, or whatever, Everything just changed, and then that's when I started now, taking my school seriously. And then it was only a couple of years, and then I had to leave Oshakati to go to Tsumeb for my high school. And then from Tsumeb, I went to Cape Town. So I never really stayed in Oshakati again, and it's that moment that made it ugly for me. And it's only now that I feel like it's okay for me to go back home. This is why I'm going there to shoot videos and just to kind of celebrate the culture, the Oshakati culture, because Oshakati's got a culture of its own. And I just wanted to highlight that. But yeah, you are right, Neville. Like when we talk about these things, I think it brings about a bit of closure.
Closure.
Yeah. All right, I want to shift gears a little bit. It's getting somber in the studio. I'm even sweating too much here. All right, let's talk business a bit. I mean, you ventured into nightclubs as well with Coco Lounge. How was that? How's that happening? I mean, even now during COVID.
And the Dubai thing, was that okay?
No, that was not business. That was just me helping out. The guys are still there. They are getting promotions now. They are
Tell them, because people thought it was a scam, or what do you call it, fly by night.
Yeah, right. The thing is that that Dubai thing was a process, because I had to work with the international anti-trafficking organizations. I have to work with State House. I had to work with the embassies, our embassy in Cairo. I had to work with the ministries, So getting all that paperwork together was not a day's job. It was a process.
Of course. Yes.
So because maybe I announced too early because I didn't know what the process was, people thought, no, it's a scam, no, what. But the guys are still there. And it was a free thing, like you go there and try out. If you don't like it, you come back.
Yeah.
Some guys came back, I think 3 or 4 came back. The other guys that stayed, now they're getting a promotion and a raise in their salary. So they are very, very happy. I don't think they're going to come back anytime soon. Maybe they're just going to come back, I think, in December for holidays. And then they go back again. So they signed their 2-year contract now, and then renewable after 2 years. So, which is it's a good thing for me. Like I mean, how many guys are there? Probably like 10 guys left behind, and that's like 10 guys from 10 different families. So I kind of feel like, a bit proud there.
It's a good initiative.
Yeah. When it comes to Coco Lounge and COVID, obviously we didn't know what COVID is like and what it's going to cost and stuff like that. So, the hardest thing to do is to close a business, because when you start a business, it's like it also gets attached to you. And you start to invest money and invest trying to save it, but when you see that, there's nothing I can do here, you have to let it go.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part. So I was actually slowly letting it go. We closed the doors, and then it was the rent issue with the landlord, and we had to sort that out first. And then he was very easy and understanding. Mr. Nepolo is a great business guy to have on your side, because he's understanding, and everybody during that time, everybody's under pressure. Like you can't build a complex like that on cash. He's also got
of course,
liabilities to take care of. But it was a balanced thing, and it took a lot of meetings in order for us to come to a point where we feel like no one is really losing here, because it's the COVID thing is nobody's fault. But then thanks to COVID, it saw me getting to the business of food, the Coco Cafe. And that's really what sustained us until now. We reopened those 2 weekends ago. And it's like they were never closed. This is what I love about my supporters. It's like, now we have food and drinks.
So it gaat upgrade.
Yeah.
I see.
Lees vinnig julle se comments. I need to be out of here in 5 minutes, because I need to put on my corporate hat.
Hallo, wasn't it you who was grilling me this morning van nee, ons moet 10 uur klaar maak?
Nee, ek weet.
Want die boere het gesê, julle bly vroeg uit die studio uitgaan. Now you're telling me you have to leave in 5 minutes. Nonsense. All right, kom ons lees comments. Amon Vilo, I think we used to do something, man. What?
I mean, maybe say same thing.
Yeah, we also used to go at Elua those days.
Yeah, Elua was one of the targets.
To steal toys at that show.
Elua was one of the targets.
Did you what is the chagwors and they
Yeah.
esto, what is
Esto,
the those
by
sweet,
Oros.
sweetened oros?
Yes.
Ik
Yeah.
heb het shoplift.
Those were the ones, the easiest things to steal.
They
Jagvors.
Sierra brothers daar
Ze was ook deel van die-
Elua stole those fake gold rings. The fake gold rings.
Oh yes, they had those. The toys must now.
Yeah, I put it in my mouth, and then when the security was kind of like suspicious, what I swallowed it.
What?
Yeah.
Makahana wood.
When they fat stockies, Halom 8, Vasom, KF Fiji.
Hey.
FNPO.
Oh, gee.
But you know Fiji most Philip Nanjua. Is Auntie Susanna from, I think she's a lecturer at UNAM. Auntie Susanna's brother.
Is like julle van ons jakkie ken mos mekaar.
Ja, julle ken mekaar. Ja.
En is groot winkels en ek kom van Dastio
Mary has
Kanja.
miskien ook aan 2000.
Maria's Oostok, Oostok.
Oostok. Hij moet zeggen.
Oostok.
There might be this studio, Brian. Otherwise, you guys are just otherwise.
All right. Okay, I don't know what comments to read. Yes, dear
Just read the comments without us commenting. Because if we comment, that's a lossy opponent.
Yeah.
What collaboration he has on the new album? That is a question from Moses. On Friday, I said Gaza is the only relevant artist in Namibia. The rest are noisemakers. It's not my handwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you can't say that, man.
Yeah, no, it's not. There's a lot of talent in Namibia.
There's a lot of talent, and there's also a lot of artists that are really passionate about what they do. And that's what I love about it. Obviously, there's a lot who comes in the industry thinking that it's a money-making scheme and they're just going to get in there and get rich quick. But there are also those who are really in it for the art.
Yeah, that's true.
I just want to tell you in closing, Gaza, just from my side, okay, the fact that I'm also an accomplished artist now.
Yes.
I've been taking up singing the last 6 months.
Ja,
of
het
the
was
year.
no celebrities.
So I'm really, when it comes to singing, I think I have way more talent than you. So, and you promised me some time back that we will do a collaboration together.
How are you going
so
to
sing? I can sing. So just let me know when.
Show us how you do it. This is all he does.
No singing, no dancing.
This is your moment now, Neville. This is your moment. Like if I say a sentence and you finish it, you've qualified for a collab.
Okay.
Mutu Mukuru.
Wala wala.
They say artist there. you just failed, bro.
Mawatere, of course.
Mutu mukuru mawatere. Ay, to mutu
This
mukuru
swag, man. How do you better like that in studio?
Kapanya sermon.
There's a song though, Mutu Mukuru Mavatere, featuring Murangere.
On the upcoming album.
The upcoming album.
Yes, I haven't heard Roma also in a long time. Murangere, okay. Some
Very talented guy though.
very much.
You know, like I freestyle, but I freestyle like stick first stick. So
Stick first stick.
yeah. And he comes in like he does the whole thing from the beginning to end.
Yeah.
And he says he doesn't like it. I can do something else.
Yes.
And he goes again from the beginning to the end. I'm like, what?
That's that Ovirishe culture.
Yeah, bro. Oh, he came in too hard in that song. I won't lie.
That was our beer money, man, growing up. Push-up challenge, Gaza versus Neville. I can't man.
I can clear the topic again. Don't even have to try.
Okay, congratulations on the Artist of the Decade award. You really deserve it. Keep working hard. Cubase asking Deshimona, when are we finishing our deal? What?
Belly man, what is your problem?
Okay.
Yeah, alsjeblieft.
Ino Mbande Joshua Kashihoko. Gaza, another gospel song like Jerusalem is my home.
Yeah.
We miss your gospel vibes, gospel lyrics. All right. The late Fiji was a great footballer.
Yes.
Paying
That was Oshakati.
And I see you.
Oshakati. Football.
The name is still known today.
Yeah, he is. At some point, he was Nino Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, Nino Brown
from New Jack City.
New Jack City.
Yeah. No, really, that guy was really an inspiration too. And the thing is that we would still during the week play football on Friday and Saturday or Saturday, and then he will never miss church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Never.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Alice Mumwe is wire. You remember that line?
Yeah.
You know what song that is from? It's alright, lost me.
My father, my hero.
Yeah. Okay, Vaso Siso. What collaboration he has? Oh yeah, he has on the new album.
There's Murangere, there's
Murangere.
Black Sheep, there's J.O., there's Rick Hassani, Nigeria. There's what's her name now? I always forget her name. Tanzania. Winnie from Tanzania. Yeah, she's really great, and we made a dope track together.
All right, Blaise Stanley Kalomo Gaza and my bigger Get Rich should team up for a song.
You and Get
Get
Rich.
Rich.
Get Rich, my nigga, stay flex. Stay flick.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm a fan. It's true.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
collaboration, I need to happen.
Yeah.
That collaboration needs to happen.
Yeah, he's gonna get a character. That Vambu to New York guy is gonna come out, and then it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think you guys could make something really, really.
Yeah, I think
timeless.
we could make something great.
Yeah.
Because like I have a lot of outer egos like Chilizo. I don't know if you guys forgot that guy. There was a song called Chilizo where I featured myself. But like I featured myself as another character.
In the third person.
Yeah.
I remember Chilizo.
Yeah, you see the guy that's talking there at the end like a pimp kind of guy, like. Yeah, and those are all like inspirations from Martin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where he
Martin,
plays a lot of characters.
Shanae.
Yeah, Shanae. Shanae.
Oh, Shanae.
Yeah, that animal.
Yeah.
So, there's a Bamboo to New York now type of guy, who I think will fit well with Get Rich. Is it Get Rich or Get Rich?
Get Rich.
Oh, Get Rich. Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually my nigga. My nigga get rich.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the full name.
Yeah.
Stay Flesh.
Yes.
Hey, let's be chatting. All right, guys, it's almost time for us to step out of the studio.
Sorry we couldn't get to all the comments.
Famous last words. Yes, we're never going to be able to read all the comments.
Yes,
Let's
no,
buy a
it's
beer,
It's a lot, yeah.
Famous last words.
Gaslam, once again, you know what? Thank you so much for taking some time to be in the studio. I think all the accolades that you've received until now in your lifetime, you deserve each and every one.
Thank you.
And even more. You've been our torchbearer beyond the borders of Namibia for quite some time also.
Yeah.
And for us to see you working, with international artists, or rather they working with you, okay, is quite commendable. En my broer, kyk, kom eens op. Gaan vorentoe my broer, doen jou ding, keep your flag high. And ons is net daar so to come and support you. With these little initiatives that we do.
Thank you so
calling
much.
you into the studio. And once again, I think the listeners, the audience out there, got another angle of who you are today. Talking about some stuff that you probably never spoke about.
Yeah.
So we very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Maybe just quickly before. Hey, young, this.
No, it's just car wash. They come to you and they wash your car. So that's my car wash.
Oh,
guy.
okay.
I thought it was Tatebuti.
Hey, I'm like, what's a
It's Chili
kubuto?
Kong. You know, was up Twitter.
Yeah.
It's him.
All right, just go. I know, Sugi freestyle. You must pay for freestyle, my friend.
Bruh, I just want artist of the decade. My style ain't free anymore.
Snap.
All right, just a quick word to the Gazlam fans all around the country. Where is the next time that they can see you performing publicly? Like,
let's wait and see on the COVID regulations.
Oh, yes.
And as soon as those are lifted, I'm about to make a move, definitely. Because I really want to bring this award to the people, like the whole country, because it's kind of bigger than me, you know. This is for everybody that has been supporting for over a decade. Guys like Neville, you know, who just want to stay in the old school. So this is for the old school and the new school. And I really want it not to be a Gaza award. I want it to be a symbol, like a symbol of hope, and for everyone to look at, especially those kids growing up in the most harsh environments, to look at themselves and say, look, if Gaza did it, we can also do it, you know. Like,
we can also did it.
yeah, you know.
Can all get it.
Yeah, I actually want this award to be a symbol of a national hero type of thing, you know. So I want to take it to the people, like in the marginalized community, especially, to give them hope. Yeah.
Look at how far I've come. All right, guys. Thank you,
That's
Gaza,
our
for
show
joining
for
us.
today.
It's
That's our luck.
come on. But the mensen zoeken come freestyle. Freestyle a goodbye, small, dark Gaza. The studio needs it now. Shanks must join even. Nee, that's mere freestyle. Go buy the album. It sounds better even on the album. All right, guys. And don't forget to catch the hour between 12 and 1. Tata Derkas is talking to Trustco Finance, if I'm not mistaken, this morning. So, yeah, that's going to be streaming live on Informanté Radio's Facebook page as well. From the Morning Mix crew, as always, a great pleasure being in your company. We are out of here on Sisbiatra Mora with more of the same.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9, Monday to Fridays.
The Morning Mix.
LifeSave guarantees the growth of an individual's savings over a period of time. With guaranteed 8.5% compound interest rates per year, making your money work for you has never been this easy. SMS LifeSave to 31844. LifeSave, underwritten by Trustco Life.
Hey! Wake up!
Okay, ojeleken mos van die goedjes en Shandy zei oké. Es eerst mos die goedjes
as
dengekis en die dengekis
as Shandikis. And if you want it, special request.
Fingerkis, yes, yeah. Okay, let's go. Yes, yeah.